What was it that about this project that made you choose The Tomorrow War as the first live action film that you were going to direct?
Well, I mean, I grew up on sci-fi action movies, horror movies. Those are the things that were really important to me as a kid. Those are things that made me want to be a filmmaker. Whether it's Aliens or Terminator or Alien or Blade Runner or E.T. or The Road Warrior, all of that stuff. Action movies, Raiders of the Lost Ark, things like that, Rambo movies, and that kind of thing. Um, so I to have a script that came across my desk that had all of these really big sci-fi action elements and play at the scale that this thing played at, and be an original movie, not tied to a brand, not tied to anything else, that also had as much sort of like heart, a character, had an emotional character study story, in the middle of it, to have a story about fathers and sons and fathers and daughters. The fact that it could put those two things together organically, to me, was a dream come true, because that's exactly the kind of films that I wanted to make. I always knew that there had to be a way to make genre movies that also made you feel something, that also were as powerful as something like It's a Wonderful Life or something like that, where you felt really good at the end of the movie, that has sincerity and earnestness and wore its heart on the sleeve. And so that was really, those things were really important to me. And that's when I read the script was called Ghost Draft at the time. And when I read that and saw that it did that and had a movie star, with the caliber of Chris Pratt, who I think is a great everyman, but can also do anything. And I think that we haven't even tapped into every single thing that Chris can do. That to me was really exciting, and so yeah, so I jumped to the chance to audition for this movie.
Speaking of, I guess, auditions, what was the casting of this film like? How did you approach that part of the film and pre-prep?
Yeah, well, I wanted people that were going to be able to play it real, like whether it was the kids or Sam Richardson or Edwin and Jasmine. I wanted people that felt real. I wanted people who were unique. I wanted different faces. I wanted people that you didn't necessarily expect, playing certain roles. I'd always seen Yvonne I'd seen Yvonne in Chuck. I'd seen Yvonne in Handmaid's Tale. I'd seen her in movies like The Predator, where she played a side character, but she was so good and so watchable. Like I walked out of that movie, go, man, she was. I was just really blown away by just how much an impression just a couple of scenes that she was in affected me. And so when she auditioned for the movie and I saw her tape and she was so moving and honest and raw, I had to cast her. Betty Gilpin, same thing. Like Betty Gilpin's amazing. Betty Gilpin can turn a line and make you cry instantly. And there's a scene in the movie that she's brilliant in, that we had to cut. And every take she made me tear up. And finding Ryan to play Chris and Betty's daughter, so real, so good, not a precocious child actor, didn't have a lot of those mannerisms, just was like just a real honest kid, had really good thoughts, and was fun and very playful. Like, and everyone had, to me, everyone had to have a certain level of playfulness, because I knew that we were going to have to, in order for things to feel real, because I wanted the movie to be grounded, I wanted the movie to feel as realistic as possible. I knew I needed people who were game to play, who would come and wouldn't mind, I'm going to try it this way, now try it that way, like try this, do that. People who are going to want to work hard, to have fun, and who are going to be undeterred, unflummoxed by me trying, okay, that was great, let's try this other way and let's just see what we do. Because I wanted just stuff to just feel, I wanted things I want to create surprises, to create happy accidents, to create just opportunities for something that just real, that magic happened. So that was, so I was always looking for that. And I was very lucky that, and JK is amazing. Like JK is just, getting to work with a guy like JK is, I'm just very lucky that I had such a beautiful, thoughtful, kind, professional, hardworking cast and crew.